Guys, Dark Analyst Pit here, back in your video. Today I just want to talk about like the difficulties of navigating in this life, this reality that we're all participating in. I just want to bring up the fact that animals are also players in this life. A lot of people don't really think about it, but they are sentient just like us. They do feel, they do have a conscious experience just like us, and unfortunately we as human beings, we don't get to see majority of these creatures out here and how they navigate this life. A lot of ignorant human beings think that, oh, they just have to find food, they have to find a place to sleep, and that's not that bad, you know. But if they actually took some time to really think about being in the shoes of, let's say, a deer, right? uh, just the idea that nature, nature is not only out for us, trying to kill us with all these different blights, like ticks, Lyme disease. You can break an arm or a leg in the middle of the woods, and it'll be very difficult to survive. I mean, there's all kinds of things that makes life so hard and difficult to navigate. But it's even more harder for these animals that a lot of human beings seem to forget that they don't have Medicare. They don't have comforts, easy comforts, like we do. Of course, I'm not denying that there's human struggle in this existence as well. We're not in, majority of us are not in a vacation state of mind. Everyone's a lot of people are just struggling to survive. A lot of people are just trying to pay the bills, so to speak, and it makes me really fucking depressed seeing all these animals. I go on hikes. I see deers all the time. I see certain birds out there, and just think about it, like how many of these animals get to actually see the next day. How many of these animals are just living the last days before the inevitable end. And people don't really think about the inevitable ends that these animals have to face. But yeah, it's brutal. I mean, they don't have anesthesia, they don't have any painkillers. They just have to experience, just like us. But the thing is, like, for us, like, at least we have technology, we have these things that make life a little bit better to navigate through. It's still difficult, don't get me wrong. Life is very difficult to be navigating, whether you're an animal or a human being. But if you look at animals and what they have to face every day, it's just horrible. I mean, being in jeopardy all the time, like having to think about a predator potentially eating you alive. I can't even imagine what that must be like, living a life like that every day, having to fucking always look behind your back, like seeing if there's a animal trying to fucking creep up on you, trying to eat you. And god damn, it's just so fucking bad. When you really think about these things deeply, about just this existence, the fact that you have all these animals, they're ignorance, right? They don't have aware, not that they don't have consciousness. They're obviously conscious. They are, sentient. They are, experiencing. They feel. They're not a rock, right? But they have difficult lives. I mean, they have a difficult time navigating through this life. Yeah, there's some animals that are just by nature, king of the jungle, so to speak. So they don't have someone trying to eat them. They are the predators. But even the predators, even in the animal kingdom, predators are also at jeopardy all the time. I mean, they still have to hunt the food. They still have to find that food, and if they don't get that, they're gonna starve to death. I mean, horrible. I mean, and you can see other predators eating other predators. It's just so fucking horrible out there. And as a human being navigating my life, I mean, I just take life day after day and hope things don't go wrong, hope things don't go south, hope I don't get myself into trouble. And that there's no guarantees tomorrow. There's no guarantees that nothing bad's gonna happen. Um, it's very difficult to navigate your life. This is your first time doing this thing, and a lot of people, a lot of arrogant assholes like to act like they have everything figured out. Follow my path, and you'll be guaranteed success, and that's not fucking true at all. It's very arrogant to act like you're fucking the way you walked your path in life is the ultimate way to do so. It's guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. Many people got lucky in their circumstance. Truly, I mean, you have to think about this. Like tomorrow, I can have a broken leg at any time. It's easy to have a broken leg. It's not difficult. You can name so many scenarios where that can happen, and that can change my life. That can change the way I navigate this life. These experiences, these events that you have to experience change you. It shapes you to how you look at this life, how you try to overcome it. It's very difficult. A lot of people haven't truly suffered or haven't tasted, taste some hard pain, that doesn't go away so easily, Not just one day, not just 2 days, weeks, months, even years of pain that doesn't stop, A lot of people haven't experienced that when they're navigating through their lives, and that makes them very glib, that makes them very reckless, that makes them very careless, and, they act like assholes, they look at you like as though you're weak or you're not strong enough or this and that. And, when you play this life game, it's very, very difficult. It's very difficult to navigate because there's always traps, there's always traps that can be easily fall into, A lot of people like to navigate this life very sheeple-like, they follow the herd. They do what other people do. Get married, have the house, get kids, get the career, and get yourself into debt and all that stuff. And, it's scary. It's tricky, this life, navigating through it, not landing in traps while you're existing and living and trying to eke out an existence. It's very difficult. People fall into traps all the time. You see it with marriages. You see how, people fall into these traps of marriage and they're just done for. They're goners, they can't easily get out because in order to get out, you need to divorce, and, it can become a huge mess, with the divorce. And especially if you have kids, the kids are going to be affected by that too, of course. And it's going to be brutal. It's going to be horrible circumstance to be in, especially if you're a kid. What else? I mean, I guess like also, even the animals. Animals have to navigate through traps as well. I mean, you see in the animal kingdom, they have to, like there's some gazelle that when they're drinking the water, all of a sudden there's a crocodile that just comes out of nowhere, They're also trying to navigate this existence out of all these traps. It's fucking horrible, man. Some animals just want to drink water and they're always constantly in fear 24/7 of being eaten alive. I mean it's unbelievable how many sentient beings have to deal with this existence of always having to fucking look over the shoulder hoping that some sword doesn't just come crashing down your reality. Your life can change within a second. So like things can go south so fast. It's unbelievable. And yet people still play this life so recklessly and act like there's nothing to be scared of, or why you getting angry, or why you why are you making these videos? What's your concern? Well, yeah, my concern is like just how fucking scary this life is. Just trying to navigate through it and not trying to cause harm. It's very difficult. I've already fucking I haven't done a great job. I used to be I like, especially like when I was a kid, like, and then I wasn't the brightest. I did fall for certain traps they weren't like permanent traps. They weren't like very devastating, but I did fell for some, that definitely shaped me and changed me as a human being, um, just even like working at a warehouse for a couple of years, that was a trap that I fell for, that had no fucking end to it, there was no like it's slavery, it's straight up slavery. That's just such another trap that that people fall for. But like again, like, but can you blame people because of the system? People want to make a living, so they don't fucking go homeless. I mean, it's very difficult, man. And you want to keep your dignity and your self-respect when you're, eking out your existence. You want to keep respect for yourself, and you don't want to disrespect your own sentience. The fact that you are aware, the fact that you are trying to navigate through this world and not try to get yourself into trouble or fall into traps. And it's very difficult. I mean, there's so many arrogant people that act like, oh, like I have it figured out, just do this and do that. And yeah, sure, there's some things that have a pattern. You can see the pattern, and usually that pattern leads to success, but it's not guaranteed. That's the problem. That's the problem with this existence. Even if you do the right things, even if you have the good intentions, it doesn't guarantee you shit in this existence. There's always trouble around the corner. It's not even about being paranoid. It's just the fact that there's real danger. There's real probabilities of you actually experiencing these horrible things. I mean, I haven't died yet. My life hasn't ended yet. And I don't know what kind of lottery I'm going to be winning. Like, am I going to be winning the lottery of lung cancer? Am I going to be winning the lottery of pancreatic cancer? Like, what am I? What am I? Like, what's my life signed up for? At the very end. That's the scary thing. That's what people need to understand about this existence. It's just gotta take it serious. I mean, there's a lot at stake here. There's a lot of jeopardy to be. There's so much at stake. And people navigate their own lives very recklessly, and you see it with people that bring kids in this world, and they're not looking at the world. I mean, like, fucking physically looking around the world of where they are. Oh shit, like, fuck, like, gravity is a real thing. Like, oh, look at that, it just fell. I mean, we're trapped, right? I mean, if you have this understanding, you have some understanding of science, I mean, basic knowledge, you are a brain, you're not a soul. There's no souls in this fucking existence. You're a brain, okay? You're an organ, you're just the byproduct of a brain. Everything is, the only thing that makes anything real is the feelings, is the fact that there's sensations that your brain is experiencing. It's just so fucking bizarre, but that's what makes this whole fucking life real. And that's what makes this whole fucking experience scary, because wow, I'm not experiencing any bad, but just from my experience, from my past, I mean, fuck. And it can only get worse. That's the scary part. It can only get worse. So, you have all these arrogant fucking retards telling you to just be reckless, navigate through your life recklessly. And I see the dangers, and it's very difficult to take risks in this life when you see how fucking serious this life really is. You see that there's jeopardy. I mean, it's no joke. I mean, people die. People don't die, but they have really bad disabilities. I mean, they're bedridden. There's so many fucking awful things that could be experienced. And people don't take this life seriously. It's like, it's just so bad. I mean, I like to find solutions to this life. I mean, I want to have more conversations about this idea that we're all just biological robots eking out an existence, and we are trapped on a planet, just like these other sentient beings, these creatures on this planet, and we're all just trying to navigate our existence. But at the end of the day, what's the cost? What's the price we're going to be paying in the end? And it's just more pain and suffering. So, enjoy your life while you can, but it scares me. It scares the living fuck out of me. You know, the fact that majority of intelligent human beings just don't really seem to take this serious. I mean, look at the doctors. Are most doctors promoting the right to die? Of course not. They spent so many years studying, got themselves into debt. That's how they navigate through their life and to get a career so they can eventually have a lot of comfort, right? Um, and why won't they, promote the right to die? It'd make their jobs way easier. I understand they'd get less money, but guess what? It'd be beneficial for themselves as well, because if they're in that horrible state of having multiple organ failures, yeah, they would want to have the right to die. They don't want to be forced to experience organ failure after 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 organ failure, and until they eventually die. I mean, do you really want to experience that in your existence? Do you really think anyone in this life should experience that? You really think so? You really think that there's people that deserve to be experiencing that, especially if they haven't done anything wrong with their existence? I mean, it doesn't make any sense, and these doctors know that. It sucks. It sucks that a lot of people are just navigating this life as though like it's a single player game. They need to be selfish. They need to just focus on themselves, and it just sucks because that's the human nature. That's the thing. It's the human nature aspect of this life. It's just we're selfish creatures at the end of the day, because the fact is we can only feel our own feelings. We can't feel other people's feelings, but if we had the capacity or the ability to actually make it a reality where you could experience certain events, um, yeah, it would change a lot. It would make people really open their eyes and see how serious the circumstance really is about this life and existing. It's crazy. It's just so insane. Like, I'm trying to navigate my own life, and it's very difficult because I'm trying to do the right things. I'm trying to be better day after day, but it's very difficult because life always likes to throw shit at you that makes living even harder. It makes things so much fucking difficult, and it's tiring. It's very tiring having to deal with this. And it's tiring to deal with fucking arrogant people thinking that they have it all figured out. They know the exact path to take. And if you didn't take that exact same path they took, you're the failure. You're the loser. No, fuck you. We're all forced in this fucking existence, retard. You're doing this whole life thing first time just like me. And if you got lucky, you got lucky. Okay? Stop with this notion that, oh, I have free will. I did it. It's all because of me. No. The circumstance were aligned perfectly for you to get that point in your life where things worked out. Because literally, it only takes one misstep. It only takes one circumstance, one trap to fuck your whole life over, you know? And you see it. You see it all the fucking time. I mean, people that drink and drive, they think, oh, it's no big deal. I'm gonna drink and drive. I'll take the risk. And then guess what? They kill someone, you know? Shit like that, you know? Simple things like that where people fall into stupidity and just ruins not only their life, but lives of others. It's just crazy. I mean, people should be taking this life more seriously. I just don't get it. I don't get how people can navigate through this existence and just be as reckless as possible and just take and take and take and take, and not just sit there and question and think about it. Think about what the fuck they're doing with their lives. Are they really someone that's removing bad in this life? Are they an individual that's actually creating some positives or whatever, quote unquote positives or whatever? Or are they just more blights? They're just causing more pain and misery because they're just taking, right? It's difficult, man. This life, just existence, and trying to navigate through this existence is so fucking difficult. Wanting to do the right things is difficult. You know, it's not fun. It's not fucking. It's just difficult, man. It's the only thing like worth doing. You know, we have to do the right things because like what, make people feel worse. I mean, make things worse. And what's the value of that? You know, having people to be in a worse state. There's no fucking value in that. It's fucking waste. It's all it is. So it's like, I don't know. I'm just trying my best. I'm trying to do what's right, and I'm just looking around. I'm navigating my life, and I'm looking around, and it's like, holy shit, so many fucking assholes around us, man. It's just, it makes this life so insufferable, having to fucking walk on the same planet as these ignorant human beings that don't get it. I mean, there's more to life than just you in this fucking game of life. There's other sentient beings out here. They're feeling just as real as you are. I mean, damn, man. Just sucks. It sucks that so many human beings are ignorant, and they don't want to pay attention to the reality that they're stuck in, you know? Horrible. But yeah, guys, I think that's all I got for today's video. Talk to you guys later.